You know, as you can see, we all have a full house. I see Roger's well occupied, and he's too busy with this one here. Eugene's Charger 500, 1969.
People often tell Nick that he works a dream job. And they're right. Many people dream of working with these gorgeous automobiles every day. But each one of these old cars comes with its own unique list of problems, of broken, missing, and poorly repaired parts. But all these cars have one thing in common. They all come to Nick to be put right.
Week here, one after the other, looking for parts, trying to locate parts, get any parts to fit. Wow, let's get out of the shop, let's take a cruise. I need a break. So I said, you know what, let's take a few minutes, drive down the street, let's go see Roger, how he's doing with the Eugene's Charger 500. I'd like to get it back as soon as possible. So you know what? Let's take a drive over. You know, dealing with these old cars. I had quite a few different cars this week, and you know, some parts fit, some parts are back order, some parts are discontinued. So it makes your time in the shop very difficult because you're piling up cars, you can't get rid of them. Every garage has so much space, so it's difficult. So I got to do the best I can. Not only that, I got to rush. If you can't find a part in one location, you got to look somewhere else. Go on the internet, check here, check there. My brothers who have the auto parts, they look everywhere. They do their best. But sometimes, like they say, you know, Nick, you play with old cars, and sometimes they're not easy. So we got to look at all four corners to get these parts. And I've seen a few pictures on Facebook that Roger's painted primer on the Charger 500, Eugene's car. He's done a few coats on it. So you know what? I want to go see it for myself. I want to get out of the shop for a few minutes and see what's going on at the Roger's Showtime Muscle Cars. So let's take a drive over and see how he's doing. Using my old winter beater here, Ford Focus, gets me around. I took a drive out last night. I picked up the block for Lucas from Victoria, British Columbia. The block was machined, was decked, line hole, line board, bored out, hot tanked, and washed. And I brought it over to the shop last night. I'm also fighting for time with the curfew that we have here in Quebec. I got to be home before 8 o'clock. So everything's on my back. I'm under pressure. Things are piling up. So that is the reason why. Let me just take a half an hour, get out of the shop. Let's go pay a visit to Roger. Let's see how he's doing over there. Next week, I've got a few cars coming in. But you know, sometimes you plan, like you take your car in on a Monday and you hopefully have it delivered by Friday. And then next thing you know is by Friday you don't have any parts for this car that did not come in yet. Because sometimes you look at a car, you don't know exactly what you need. You take it apart, you know what you need, you order the part, and before you know it, it takes a week or two to get the parts. So what happens is the car sits in my shop. And now I have no more space left in the shop. Always fighting for space. And you know, some of these clients, you cannot park these cars outside in the rain or outside during the night. So I gotta keep them inside. Some cars run on their own, some don't. When you're alone, you can't push in the car yourself at night. When everybody's gone, you stay late. So you see, you got to put everything into factor. So when you put that all together, you got a heavy load on your back. You know, like they say, you got a dream job. Yeah, sometimes it is. Sometimes it's hard. Some people say, you know, Nick, yeah, it's great working in the shop. Sure, it is. But when things don't go right, parts don't come in, you can't get cars out of the shop, yeah, it builds up pressure, let me tell you. Showtime muscle cars. Here we are. Okay. Here we are. Just a few minutes away from my shop. And we're here at Showtime's muscle car. Let's go see Roger, see how he's doing with that Charger 500. Like I said, I haven't seen it for a while, so let's take a peek view, see what's going on. Oh wow, there it is. He's got the fenders on, he's got the doors on. Wow. I thought he didn't have them on the fenders, but he does. He's got the doors lined up. I heard he was doing the gaps last. Yep. There it is, starting to look like a car already. Wow. Nice. Nice. There's the rear deck. Look at that slope, you guys. There it is. That's a Charger 500. Just like they have on the Daytona 500. Beautiful, just beautiful. Making sure the lines are straight. 1969 Dodge Charger 500. You know what he's trying to do? He's trying to make the gaps perfect like a Rolls Royce. But I told him, these cars were not perfect with gaps when they were built back in 1969. But you know, Roger EM wants to make it perfect. So I'll give him the benefit of the doubt that he wants to do it. So let it be. This is neat, I love it. I can't wait to see it painted. Look at that, doesn't the Charger look like a beautiful car, man? Look at it, this is an icon. What a car. What a car, and you know the yellow is so beautiful. Too bad I'd like to open the door and show you the new viewers on board to see what yellow this is. It's beautiful, it's beautiful. Look at that, look at that, I gotta see the lines on the car. This is what he's working on. Yeah, beautiful. Look at original doors, original fenders, original hood, original trunk lid, all the original pieces is going on, back on. The only thing we changed on this car was the trunk floor pan, that's all. He was telling me working on the gaps, but you know what? Gaps are good enough. He wants to make them more better than this. Ah, look at that, they're perfect. What do you say? Check it out. That's neat. Really neat. Okay, cool. Hey, you guys, look at this. Is this all American or what? American graffiti. This is a real hot rod, you guys. This is really nice. If you viewers want to take a ride, come by. We'll go for a ride with this thing. It's awesome. This is something, eh? Well, not much space in here, let me tell you. Really cramped up. This is beautiful. This is all American. American graffiti. Okay, let's take a peek, see what's in the paint booth. Okay, so he's painting a steering column from a car. I don't know which one. We got the hood from the Charger right over here, and the trunk lid right there. Look at that, beautiful. Just insane how nice it is. I don't want to touch it, but it's all there. This is not a reproduction hood, you guys. This is an original piece, just like that trunk lid. This is a piece of history right here. This is a trunk lid that's cut short by Creative Industries back in '69 in Detroit to make the Charger 500, which is also used on the Charger Daytona. This is very unique right here, you guys. This is what makes it special. When you see a trunk this short, it only belongs on a Charger 500 or a Charger Daytona. This is the real thing right here. This is what you have when you have a Charger 500 or a Daytona, a short trunk lid. If you take any other Charger, it's almost twice as long. You know, as you can see, we all have a full house. I see Roger's well occupied, and he's too busy with this one here. Eugene's Charger 500, 1969. He's got many, many hours on this car, let me tell you. The only piece of sheet metal that we have changed in this car is the floor pan in the trunk. And that little strip right here, lower quarter panel, which we sent a piece to Eugene. Wow, this is coming out, it's coming out. I can't wait to see this painted. I told Roger the day he shoots it with a coat of paint, I want to be here, I gotta see this. It's a real unique and American car, you guys. It's one of Mopar's favorite body, the B body, late 60s. People just love this car. Just love it. You know what? I like to work on something when it's done, when it's painted, and it's all brand new. Then you bring it to my shop. I'm gonna have the engine ready. I'm working on the transmission right now. There's a lot of little pieces. Let me tell you, putting a car together like this, it might be simple to a lot of people, but let me tell you something. It takes time, and everything's gotta be perfect. So I'm gonna have a few friends help me out on this. I got Robert waiting to do a couple of things. Got Roger working on paint work, body work. I'm gonna have Vasily, I have Devin, I got Leo. We're gonna all put this together. I got Robert who's gonna come and give me a hand. I've got Ivan who's waiting for the seat covers. Then he wants to put the headliner in there. So we've got a lot of pieces to put together. Once this is painted, which looks like it's coming to be looking like a great car. Oh, I can't wait to see this car painted, man, let me tell you. And all you folks that have been watching this on our channel, I wanted to give you guys an update. Here we are. So before you know it, Roger's gonna have it painted and shipped over to my shop. But in the meantime, I'm giving you guys an update. This is where we stand right now. So folks, there you have it, the Charger 500 in primer. I've owned a few different Mopars in my life, but I've never owned a Charger, never. Any generation Charger, any. But you know what? It is a Mopar favorite. There it is. Why? Look at it. Isn't that a good looking, sexy car? Just look at it, you guys. Look at it. That is one sexy car. The Charger. Even the name speaks for itself. Charger. Even the name. Then you got the 500. I mean, more. That's very dynamic. After all, it's been on the NASCAR circuit, you guys. So If you make it a NASCAR, it sure is a good car, let me tell you. Beautiful, just beautiful. There we go. Just seen, we just took a good look at the charger, and let's head back to the shop. I got to get back to work. I've got my employees there waiting for me. They're working on a couple of things. In the meantime, I'm happy with what I just saw with Roger, what he's gone through with the Charger 500. So I guess it's gonna be done within a few weeks. That'll be great. Which I'm very happy with what I saw, and it looks pretty good. You know, I've got Robert calling me, asking me when I'm going to get the car in, so I can start putting in the cluster. I got my installation pad for the heater box today. Stuart, what's his name? Sergio came by with a few parts for the car. I've got the seat covers still on order. I got Ivan on standby waiting to do the seat covers for me and the headliner. I got the cylinder heads just came in that belong to Eugene. I've got the headers came in, the intake manifold came in, so I can start working on the engine. I've taken apart the transmission. When I start putting that together, I believe he wants a shift kit in it, high stall torque converter. We're going to put in an auxiliary oil cooler on it for the transmission. So, you know, Eugene's going to take the car back home, and he's always been a drag racer, so he wants to push the car a bit. So we got to make a good job out of this. Not only is he getting a full restoration, he's also getting the car modified, fixed up to his standards. After all, he's a real drag racer, or should I say, he used to drag with it, and he still wants to drag with it. So he wants to go on weekends once in a while and push the car. I'm the same way. I like to jump into my car once in a while and go to the racetrack. And if Eugene feels the same way with the car he's bought brand new, which is he is the original owner of the Charger 500. Now he's going to get it back with a freshly built 440. And hopefully we're going to make just over 500 horsepower and enjoy it. So I want to get my team ready, get the parts ready. And I can't wait for this car to get back to my shop so I can get it, put it together. Not as fast as I can, but get it done so I can deliver the car to Eugene. After all, I've had it for almost a year now. It's time to get it done. Freshly built 440 into a freshly built car. I remember doing my Kowalski the same way. There's nothing better than putting a beautiful body, clean, painted car, and then dropping in a nice V8, freshly built, with a little bit more horsepower than it came from more than what it came from the factory with. So it's going to be a pleasant thing for Eugene to drive it. It's going to be all brand new. We're going to try to build it extra strong for him. Tight fits, no squeaks. You know, when I put a car together, I want to make sure there's no rattles, no squeaks. I want to make sure everything works. I want flashers, heaters, wipers, headlights, you know, everything. It's just got to be perfect. Shifter, you know, you just touch the shifter, you put it in the park, it's locked. Got to make sure that short grip is working. We are going to change the gear ratio also on it. He's buying a new set of tires, a new set of rims for it. But right now I just want to get rid of some cars in my shop, bring out the big tables, lay out all the parts that belong to the Charger, see what I need, what I'm missing, what needs to be done, and we take it from there. That's the job of building a complete car, a full restoration. That was a nice trip. I was relaxing, getting out of the shop for a few minutes. Gives me a break, which I think I deserve it. After all, it's like practically 24/7 in my shop, and it's hard. Once you go in there, you don't stop for a minute. It's either you're doing measurements on engine, or you're on the phone, or you're looking for a particular part you gotta order. You're going on the internet, looking for a specific item. Which project is next? Which car is next? What's coming in? What's leaving? Wow. And in many cases, I always say that you don't know what's gonna come through my door next. Hope you guys enjoyed the trip to the body shop to see the Charger 500. So you guys, thank you for joining me, and stay tuned on the Charger 500. And now back to my shopping. Get back to work. Thank you. And you guys, if you look down below the video, we have a whole bunch of merchandise that you guys can buy. So whatever you like, buy it, love it, wear it, and enjoy it. And help spread the word of Nick's Garage. And if you have some time, check out our Patreon page. We have extra content and you guys can watch it and take it from there. And we'll see you next time.